Hello and welcome back to Senior Health, where we turn everyday challenges into clear, simple solutions you can trust. Today, we're talking about something that might surprise you. Your diet could be the reason your legs are swelling. For many older adults, swollen legs, ankles, and feet seem like an unavoidable part of aging. Maybe you've chalked it up to circulation, medications, or just standing too long. But what if part of the problem starts with what's on your plate? Even seemingly harmless foods can quietly trigger fluid retention and inflammation. And once that happens, your legs can feel heavy, tight, and tired. The good news, you have more control than you think. In this video, we'll unpack the hidden dietary culprits behind leg swelling, explain how they affect your body, and share smart food swaps that can make a real difference. No medication required. Because when you eat better, you feel better. And for your legs, that could mean less swelling and more freedom to move. Let's start by understanding what leg swelling really is. Medically, it's called edema. Edema occurs when excess fluid gets trapped in the body's tissues, most commonly in the lower legs, ankles, and feet. As we age, the risk of developing edema increases. Why? Because the body's systems for regulating fluids and circulation naturally become less efficient over time. The veins in your legs work harder to return blood to the heart, and if circulation slows down or becomes less effective, fluid can begin to pool in the lower extremities. But poor circulation isn't the only culprit. Other factors like reduced kidney function, certain medications, and yes, diet can all influence how much fluid your body holds on to. The result? That uncomfortable feeling of heaviness in your legs, the tightness in your socks, or the way your ankles puff up by the end of the day. It's more than a nuisance. Chronic swelling can affect mobility, skin health, and even increase the risk of infection. So what you eat may be doing more behind the scenes than you realize.
One of the most common dietary causes of leg swelling in older adults is excess sodium, or in simpler terms, salt. Your body needs some sodium to function properly, but when you eat too much of it, your kidneys struggle to filter it out, and your body responds by retaining water. This extra water ends up in your tissues, especially in gravity-prone areas like your feet, ankles, and legs. What's tricky is that you might not even realize how much sodium you're consuming. A pinch here and there from the salt shaker isn't the main problem. It's the hidden salt in processed foods, canned soups, frozen dinners, condiments, and even bread. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium a day for older adults. That's less than a teaspoon and far below what most people eat daily. If your legs often feel swollen or heavy, reducing your salt intake is one of the fastest ways to start feeling better. It doesn't mean flavorless meals, just smarter choices.
So where's all that hidden salt coming from? You might be surprised. Many foods marketed as healthy for seniors are actually packed with sodium, especially if they come in a box, can, or freezer bag. Let's start with canned soups. Even those labeled low sodium can contain over 400 milligrams per serving, and most people eat the whole can. Frozen meals, another senior staple, often hold 700 to 1,000 milligrams of sodium in just one tray. Bread and bakery items are sneaky too. One slice of sandwich bread can contain up to 200 milligrams of sodium, and that's before you add deli mate or cheese, both of which are sodium heavy. Even vegetable juices and instant oatmeal sometimes carry more salt than you'd expect. And don't forget about condiments. Ketchup, soy sauce, salad dressings, they add up quickly. The key takeaway? Always read labels. Look for foods with fewer than 140 milligrams of sodium per serving, which is the official definition of low sodium in the U.S. You don't have to cut salt completely, but controlling the hidden sources can make a big impact on swollen legs.
Salt isn't the only troublemaker when it comes to leg swelling. Sugar and refined carbs play a big role too. When you eat foods like white bread, pastries, sweetened cereals, and sugary drinks, your blood sugar spikes. These constant spikes trigger inflammation in your body, and chronic inflammation can damage blood vessels and impair circulation, which leads to fluid retention in your legs. Even more, excess sugar causes insulin resistance over time, a condition closely linked to metabolic syndrome, which increases your risk of swelling, fatigue, and poor blood flow in the lower limbs. This doesn't mean you have to eliminate all carbs, but focusing on complex carbs like oats, quinoa, sweet potatoes, and legumes can stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and help your body process fluids more efficiently. And when you want something sweet, try berries or dark chocolate in moderation. They satisfy your cravings while supporting healthy circulation, not working against it. Another dietary culprit that's often overlooked: unhealthy fats, especially trans fats. Trans fats are artificially created fats found in many processed foods like margarine, packaged snacks, fried fast food, and some baked goods. They're notorious for raising bad cholesterol, LDL, lowering good cholesterol, HDL, and, most importantly in this case, damaging the lining of your blood vessels. When blood vessels become stiff or inflamed, they don't circulate blood as efficiently. That poor circulation causes fluid to collect in the lower legs and feet, especially in seniors who are already prone to slower blood flow due to age. In fact, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has linked high trans fat intake with increased risk of peripheral edema, swelling in the arms and legs, especially in older adults with sedentary lifestyles. What's the fix? Replace trans fats with healthy fats: olive oil, avocado, nuts, and fatty fish like salmon or sardines. These fats don't just avoid harm, they actually improve vascular health and may reduce existing swelling over time. Because sometimes what you take out of your diet is just as powerful as what you put in.
Here's something many seniors don't realize. Not eating enough protein can also cause your legs to swell. Protein plays a vital role in maintaining the balance of fluids in your body. When your protein intake is too low, particularly albumin, a type of protein in your blood, your body struggles to keep fluid in the blood vessels, and it starts to leak into surrounding tissues. That leakage shows up as swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet. Low protein levels are surprisingly common among older adults, especially those with reduced appetite, dental issues, or who avoid meat and dairy. Over time, insufficient protein doesn't just affect fluid balance, it can also lead to muscle loss, weakness, and poor recovery after injury. The solution? Focus on high-quality protein sources like eggs, Greek yogurt, lean meats, tofu, or legumes. Even small additions, like a boiled egg or a scoop of protein-rich beans, can help restore the balance and reduce leg swelling naturally. Eating enough protein isn't just about staying strong, it's also about staying mobile and comfortable. Let's talk about two common beverages that can quietly affect your leg health: alcohol and caffeine. While an occasional cup of coffee or glass of wine isn't harmful for most people, regular or excessive consumption of either can disrupt your body's fluid balance, especially as you age. Alcohol acts as a diuretic at first, encouraging your body to flush fluids, but over time it can lead to dehydration, which causes your kidneys to hold on to sodium and water, and that may contribute to leg swelling. It also taxes your liver and heart, both of which play roles in fluid regulation. Caffeine, found in coffee, tea, and many sodas, has a similar short-term diuretic effect. For some people, especially those sensitive to caffeine or with pre-existing circulation issues, it may lead to poor vascular tone and mild swelling in the lower extremities. The key isn't to cut them out entirely, it's to stay hydrated with water and be mindful of your intake. For example, try drinking a glass of water with every caffeinated beverage, or keeping alcohol to a minimum, especially if you've noticed changes in your legs. Your body speaks quietly, and sometimes it starts with your feet. Now that we've covered what to avoid,
Let's focus on the good stuff, foods that actually help reduce swelling and support healthy legs. These are anti-inflammatory, circulation boosting, and fluid balancing foods that seniors can easily include in daily meals. Start with leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. They're packed with magnesium and potassium. Both help the body manage fluid balance and reduce water retention. Berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, are rich in antioxidants that fight inflammation and improve blood vessel health. Beets contain natural nitrates that help widen blood vessels and boost circulation, easing the burden on your lower legs. Fatty fish, like salmon or sardines, provide omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and keep blood flowing smoothly. Don't forget citrus fruits, like oranges and lemons. They're high in vitamin C, which strengthens blood vessels and helps prevent capillary leakage. And finally, stay hydrated with plenty of water and include potassium-rich foods like bananas and avocados to help flush excess sodium. When you eat with your legs in mind, the difference can be visible and deeply relieving. Let's turn knowledge into action. Here's how to build a senior-safe, anti-swelling meal plan that supports healthy legs without feeling restrictive or complicated. Start your day with a protein-rich breakfast. Think Greek yogurt with blueberries and a sprinkle of chia seeds, or scrambled eggs with sautéed spinach. This sets the tone for steady blood sugar and fluid balance. At lunch, go for a colorful plate. Leafy greens, grilled salmon or lentils, a side of roasted beets or sweet potato, and a handful of citrus segments. Not only is this delicious, but it also delivers the fiber, potassium, and antioxidants your legs need. For dinner, keep sodium in check. Skip the frozen meals and opt for simple home-cooked dishes. Roasted chicken, quinoa, steamed broccoli, and a drizzle of olive oil. Add herbs like garlic or turmeric for flavor, not salt. Snack on unsalted nuts, fresh fruit, or avocado slices. And remember to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Keep caffeine and alcohol moderate. Planning meals with your legs in mind doesn't require a fancy diet, just small, mindful choices. And those choices can lead to lighter legs, better mobility, and a greater sense of ease in your day. Let's bring everything together. If you've been dealing with heavy, swollen legs and wondering why nothing seems to help, it might be time to look at your plate. What you eat every day can either support your circulation and fluid balance or quietly make things worse. The truth is, you have more control than you think. Reducing excess salt, cutting back on sugars and bad fats, watching your alcohol and caffeine intake, and eating more anti-inflammatory, leg-friendly foods, these aren't radical changes, but they can lead to real, visible results. You might start noticing your socks leave less of a mark, your legs feel lighter in the evening, you move more easily. And when that happens, it's not just your legs that benefit, it's your confidence, your energy, and your independence. Small choices, repeated daily, create powerful change. So the next time you plan a meal, ask yourself, is this helping or hurting my legs? Because your legs carry you through life. Let's carry them too, with care, nutrition, and knowledge.